Hello ladies and gentlemen, all of you, welcome to the channel of detailed recipes. This video will be made of traditional lamb Cag Kebab. A traditional and local kebab will be made. This kebab made with lamb meat and cooked on wood fire belongs to Erzurum city, also known as Oltu kebab. Its original name is Cag Kebab. Lamb leg and arm meat are used to make traditional Cag Kebab. Half a leg and 2 scapula bones, 4 kilograms of meat will be used. Prepare lamb leg boneless. Scapula. The meats to be used for making kebabs are selected from the animals fed on the plateau. In other words, animals fed natural herbs should be used, not artificial fertilizers. I can say that the meat you see comes from another city. Remove and prepare hard tissues outside the meat. Visible hard textured parts are removed, then you need to cut the meat in hand size. To do this easily you need to use a long thin and sharp knife. The meats don't have to be like very thin paper, it can even be finger thick. When you see hard textured parts again, cut out with a knife. After the meats are prepared, some ingredients are added and left for 3 days. In the original recipe, sliced onion, rock salt and pepper are used. Ingredients I use: 4 onions, black pepper, rock salt. In addition, for the softening of the meat, I will use milk and hot pepper juice. Add rock salt. The reason we spread the meat in this way is to adjust the salt content correctly. Add black pepper. Rub a little with your hand and turn the other side of the meat. Add rock salt and pepper to the other side of the meat. Chop the onions with a knife. You should slice without using a machine. Add milk. There is no milk in the original recipe, but I want the meat to soften well. Finally, hot pepper juice. I can say that this pepper juice is really hot. Mix all ingredients in 2 turns. Place meat slices regularly in a large lidded container. Meats must wait 3 days in the original recipe. If you think that it is a long time to wait for 3 days, cook it after 1 day, it is your choice. We mixed the meat twice and waited for 3 days. Now meats will be placed on a specially prepared metal skewer. Combine 4 thin steel skewers and make 1 big skewer. So I have to say that this kebab will be made using homemade prepared devices. These bent metal steels will keep both the long skewers and the meat in place. Place the meat regularly. Prepare 1 part fatty meat, 2 parts lean meat. You can check how the meat softens. It will be easily pierced when you press it with your finger. Check around before the stacking process is finished. Trim off irregular portions. After you put the pieces you cut, you can put the last piece of meat. The cooking stage can be started after tightening the top with bent steel. You can wait half an hour before the flesh leaves the bloody juice before preparing the fever. You can use onions for additional use while serving the kebab. Potato, eggplant and tomato. It will be compatible if you make thin soft lavash breads. By combining stone blocks, you can make a kebab stove this way. For burning fire, egg papers, pine cones, oak wood and wood are used. If you do the sorting like this, it is okay to light a fire. The fire will be constantly lit at the back. You can scrape a light cavity not to have trouble turning the kebab on the stone. I think the shape of the stove was understood and the distance of the kebab with the fire is like this. We will wait for the kebab to be fried on high heat, but also cook the vegetables on this fire. Evaluate this as there is a lot of fire. Cook potatoes, onions and eggplants on wood fire. It will be better if you wrap the potatoes in foil and cook. At first, it may take 1.5 to 2 hours for the kebab to turn completely brown. Lamb meat is completely browned. Now let's cut and go to the service stage. A thin metal skewer is stuck on the fried surface of the kebab. From the bottom of the meat is cut into finger thickness. A thin sharp knife is used. Cut it this way and cook the box side. I think it's successful. I might have some inexperience because it's something I tried for the first time. You can think of it like a doner kebab standing flat. But this is done with lamb meat, also cut thicker and cooked with wood fire. What is done commercially may be finer. It is a kebab that I tried for the first time and I cut it big because I make it at home. A separate barbecue is prepared on the side for cooking shish kebabs. Add a little bit of wood embers. The back of the shish kebabs is cooked for 3-4 minutes, and served hot. Add the vegetables you cook on demand to the plate. Optionally, simply add the spices and serve the kebab. You can add dry thyme, chili, and cumin. As I always say, traditional dishes, kebabs are always guaranteed flavor. We have come to the end of the video prepared for you. Thanks to everyone who watched the videos and supported me. See you in a new video. Goodbye.